What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy, Sean Spencer, one half of that dynamic duo. Just let's talk football. And it's Saturday, ladies and gentlemen, so you already know what it is. We're talking college football, 30 minutes away, and I can't wait. This is my happy time. And look,
hmm
you see this guy right here. My partner in crime, that guy that comes in every single day and still has that winning streak over the defending national champs, Ohio State. You see him, my friend and yours, Alex Zuspo. What up, Alex?
Not too much, man. Really excited for the day of college football today. Like we
Mm-mm.
talked about on Thursday night, some amazing games today. Touch on a few of those, and it's always great to talk college football.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Let me real quick just tag a couple more people in here that I know want to talk a little college football with us. But look, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a shorter show today because we got to get into the game, but we definitely wanted to talk a little bit of ball. First and foremost, I meant to do this on Thursday. If you saw us on college football update, and I didn't do it. And I was mad at myself after the video, but I'm going to start off this episode by doing it. Last week, ladies and gentlemen, after a victory over UMass, Iowa head coach Kirk Ferentz broke the
Mm.
record for most Big Ten wins by a head coach at 206. And then obviously Iowa came back, won last night, so now that's at 207. He surpassed Woody Hayes at 205. Bo Schembechler also was on that list with 194. So shout out. You see right over my guy, there's the Iowa Hawkeye up there. So shout out to Iowa. Shout out to Kirk Ferentz breaking the record in the Big Ten. And what a record to break, man. I mean, those are Hall of Fame names on that list.
Yeah, and I mean, he's a guy that's just been doing it so well for so long. Like, I mean, you just said it, 207 wins, and what he's been coaching since the late 90s. So
Mm-hmm.
that's while that's a long time to be at one spot, that's still you're still putting 8 to 10 wins up every single year. So
Every year. Right.
hats off to him. He's been phenomenal for Iowa, and they better enjoy him as long as they can have him because it's probably not too much longer, and
Yeah.
then it's probably going to drop off for Iowa a little bit. But shout out to Kirk.
Yeah. Yeah, shout out to him, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. That game that was just last night, that was a barn burner against Rutgers, and he's got a
Mhm.
good program going. You always know they're going to bring solid defense. They're going to bring a run game. Might not give you that quarterback play. The game might be ugly, but most likely they'll get that W, man. So shout out to them. Look, we're going to go into it really quick. The Thursday and Friday games. Thursday night, we were on here talking to you, and we talked about it. Rice was winning. I think it was what 21-6 at that point.
Yeah.
Um, they ended up pulling it out. Rice wins 28-17 over Charlotte. Charlotte is now 1-3. Uh, you're getting to that point of no return. So hopefully they can turn that thing around. Another team, and I'm going to come to you on this one. That might need to kind of hit that reset button. Tulsa upsetting Oklahoma State 19-12. And I'm going to ask you real quick: is it time for Gundy to go? Is he on the hot? I mean, not even on the hot seat. Like, is he hit? He needs to. What do you think, man?
Yeah, I don't really see how he recovers here, you know?
Yeah,
Like we talked about what Kirk was doing. Gundy was so good for so long at Oklahoma State here too, and then it's just these last really 5 years, pretty much since
yeah,
COVID hit, he's had like one or two good players every year, but this year he doesn't really even seem to have that.
yeah.
It's been like
Mm-mm.
a guy or two carrying them, like Ollie Gordon, the last couple of years, and it's just like it's crazy to see Oklahoma State, who used to go toe to toe with like Oklahoma, Texas, those schools year in and year out.
Mm-hmm.
They're losing these kind of games, scoring 12 points against Tulsa, getting demolished by
Yeah,
Oregon. Uh, yeah, I think they need to go full blow it up and start over.
Yep. Started looking at that buyout or whatever you guys got to do because, and shout out to Gundy for his tenure, like you said, but it might be that time. And we're talking about a team that is 1-2 years removed from the Big 12 championship game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 2 years removed. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, man, how the mighty have fallen. That's upsetting to see. But in the last game, and we talked about Kirk Ferentz before, Iowa pulling away late to beat Rutgers 38-28, and which was what was easily the game of the night. This thing was back and forth, tied most of the way until Iowa pulled it out. Big ups to Iowa. Rutgers, you just feel bad for them. They've had a number of these tight, close games. You know they're a quality program. This is not the doormat of the Big Ten like maybe in years past. These guys look good, but you just can't pull it. You can't finish it out, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's on one side, it's promising for Rutgers to go toe-to-toe with a team like Iowa, who, like we said, is kind of always in that middle to upper tier of the Big Ten. And to go, they scored the last 2 touchdowns with 5 minutes and 2 minutes left. Right. So for 55 minutes, you went toe-to-toe with a really good team in an amazing conference. And then it was just, you ran out of gas. So yeah, this is a much better Rutgers team than we've seen in the past. But I mean, you look at Iowa and they're, I mean, even offensively, it wasn't that impressive. Like it was 160 yards rushing, obviously 180 yards passing. That's pretty good for Iowa, actually.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was an interesting game because there wasn't the turnovers to cause the scoring. It was just field position and defense, and then eventually your offense would just get in, and that was just back and forth, and then Iowa got it late. So, with all the other games we've talked about that were fun, fun to preview this week, this one was fun to watch.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And in that the most Iowa type of game, field position, good defense, and eventually your offense you'll break through and get the touchdown, and you'll win it late. That has been the mantra. That has been the whole game plan of Kirk Ferentz in his time, and it shows in his success. And this game was just like that. But yeah, definitely, what a great game to watch. Look, speaking of great games to watch, it's Saturday. Football is starting in less than 15 minutes. We got so many games on the docket. I'm going to come to you first, Alex. What are some of the games that you're really looking at today that you want to see?
I mean, I won't go too in depth to the ones that we talked about on Thursday, but obviously Michigan, Nebraska, Indiana, Illinois, Texas Tech, and Utah, I think are all phenomenal games. Mm-hmm. Syracuse, Clemson, see if Clemson's able to pull themselves out of that loss last week. I mean, even though it should be a blowout, Oregon State.
Yeah.
Rivalry game's always fun to watch.
Right.
And then my last big one here, Auburn at Oklahoma.
That's the one.
Very good game. Jackson Arnold going against his former team, the team that knows him better than anyone else. Mm-hmm. I'm excited to see that front seven of Oklahoma and Brent Venables and see what he brings for pressure at Jackson Arnold, knowing that he does not do well against pressure.
Yeah, seeing that he knows it. And that's where the thing, I think the themes is quarterbacks that played one place going against potentially their old team. My first game is that very thing, the Billy Edwards game, I call it. I talked to my buddy Nathan Snell last night. Wisconsin, where Billy Edwards transferred to. Right now, it's a game time decision. It looks like he might get in there playing his old team in Maryland. Maryland undefeated. Wisconsin coming off that brutal loss to Alabama. This is a big-time game kind of for both teams. Really trying to see, can Maryland take that next step, go 4-0, really as they start getting into Big Ten play, or will Wisconsin kind of get back on track? So that's something that's really big for me. Another one I'm looking at, SMU and TCU. SMU obviously made the playoff last year, kind of shocked the world, and we've seen they're I believe like 2-1 this year. TCU blew us out for week 1. Me being North Carolina, and then got to win next week. They're undefeated, a solid team. A couple years removed from going to the national championship. Good coach, good quality staff, and roster. So this one is definitely one that's kind of caught my eye. You mentioned a lot of other ones. I'm a Virginia guy, so the unit in JMU versus Liberty, both schools that after high school, I kind of frequented both those schools. I may or may not have had young ladies at both locations, so I had to travel. And they are not that far from each other. I believe like maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours from each other in Virginia. So that's always a good battle. But both teams have had recent success, especially once joining the FBS. So that's going to be a good one. And one other one that I'm really interested in. We've kind of gone back and forth and really looked into this team and being Colorado and what can this team be. And obviously it was a rough loss against Houston a week ago. Coach Prime was kind of, he was even saying, I don't know, I didn't expect that. I didn't think that we were going to put on that kind of show. They're going up against a 2-1 Wyoming team. Now, normally this is not a game that's on people's radar, but Colorado being 1-2 and really kind of being in that point of no return, like you can't go 1-3 in the then go into Big 12 play. Wyoming being a team that's on nobody's radar, but the reigning MVP in the NFL is his alma mater. You know what I mean? So this is a game that Wyoming gets that win. I'm not sitting here saying we're all going to talk about it, but definitely can put it on as a big win for them. Those are the ones I'm looking at. A lot of them, to your point, we alluded to a couple days ago on Thursday, so I'm not going to go back into that one. Wait a minute, we got a comment. Is this our? Oh no, here we go. Ben Cornett. So that was Sean. That students at JMU mentioned and legend dates mentioned as a legend to this day. Yes, I did my time over there. They had a 60-40 women to men ratio at that school, so I got in trouble at JMU. Let me just tell you, they know me in that area. That's all I'm gonna say. As opposed to Liberty, which is a private Christian school with a zero alcohol tolerance, like you can't drink over there. Yeah, it was some interesting days over there for sure. Oh my goodness! But yeah, no, those are the games that really, give me 1 second, that really kind of strike our fancy. Those are the ones that we're interested in. And you know how we do. This is a part of the show that everybody kind of likes. Let's get into our upset picks for today. We talked about some of these games. I'm going to start off, okay? And I'm going to double down. All right, and you know what? I'm going to triple down. I was the one who they said is crazy at the beginning of the year when he picked Florida to win the SEC. And you know what? The redemption tour starts today. Upset pick of the day. Florida upsets Miami. I'll go ahead and give myself the music because I know everybody else wants to say it.
Make me crazy.
Yes, sir. Let's go. Florida's not dead yet. They lose today, they're dead, but they're not dead yet. All right. Alec, what's one of your upset picks, man?
So my first one is a game you mentioned there. SMU is a 6.5-point underdog in that game today against TCU. I like SMU to pull off that upset.
Ooh. Oh yeah. Oh, I love that. What's it? Ben said I got Memphis over Arkansas. Yes, as my upset pick. Great pickup there. Big pickup. My second one is this, and I don't really think this is an upset, but seeing as what happened last week, obviously now by the rankings, it is an upset. Sellers for South Carolina has been cleared. He will be back. They are a different team with Sellers. I know SC's unranked, and Mizzou is only ranked 23rd. I say SC gets that W. Might not necessarily be an upset, but by the rankings, it is. So I will go down that road. That's what I'm picking. What's your next upset, Alex?
I definitely debated that one. I was going back and forth, like, do I not? I'm glad I left that for you then. Another game, we talked about this one on Thursday. Number 9 Illinois is the underdog going to number 19 Indiana again by 6.5.
Yeah.
I think Illinois got a great defense. Luke Altmaier's a quarterback that just does not make mistakes.
Yeah.
And I think Illinois is going to win that game today.
Ooh, okay. All right. I can see it. I can see the upset. I can see it in the works. And look, we had a comment in here. Somebody telling us to send him the link, and I think he's got some upsets for us. Yo, here we go. Our guy, Mr. Quack himself, Alex Schomburg. What up, Alec? You got some upset picks for us, man?
I only got one. Only have one.
Don't tell me it's Oregon State.
Auburn's. See, Oregon State. No. At any games of the year, we're gonna smoke the fuck out of them.
There we go.
That's always gonna be our little brother. Oregon State, you're never gonna be that team. You're always gonna be our little brother.
Love that.
All right, what's your upset pick though? Talk to me.
Auburn over Oklahoma.
Oh.
I definitely like Auburn in the situation. Jackson Arnold, everybody said he wasn't that guy before the season. Like they had like the lowest. I think he's like his lowest Heisman odds. I'm not saying he's going to be a Heisman, but the way I've watched him against with Oklahoma and Michigan. Granted, I wanted Michigan to win that game, but it was closer than it should have been. But Michigan hanged on. I feel like Auburn can capitalize off that tape and upset Oklahoma. But here, go ahead and lose that ranking, brother.
Oh, wow. That's big.
Was good. There was one I liked, but Alex already called it, so can't say that one.
Which one was it?
Illinois.
Yeah.
Illinois, yeah.
I don't believe in the Indiana hype. Like everybody,
Indiana's a good team. It's just these are
like
two really good teams.
Ever since like granted they went over there like in their entire history, they've only went over 8 wins once, and that was last year.
Yep.
And then everybody's saying they can do it again. I just feel like if you look at the Big Ten, no one's is getting complacent. They're gonna capitalize on that also. It's a whole different world. Speaking from like being in the Big Ten now, definitely I can see why some games are. Oh my gosh, it's like
so
being in the Pac-12 of just having like games be like 60 to like 45.
Yeah.
Then you go into the Big Ten, it's like 45, 20, something like that.
Right.
Like low scoring.
It's different.
Thankfully,
though, Indiana doesn't have to. They don't have to play a lot of the Big Ten, right? Don't they have a fairly easy schedule?
Yeah, they avoid a lot of the big time Big Ten teams. But I mean, when you look at Indiana, the stuff they're doing, it's almost like it doesn't matter who you're playing. The numbers you're putting up are impressive. They're averaging over 300 rushing yards a game.
Jeez.
And all I gotta say is
that's phenomenal. Whether you're playing Kennesaw State, who they played, or whether you like those numbers aren't going to look like you're not going to have 300 against say Illinois, Michigan, Ohio State, Penn State, but that's still probably well over 100 yards rushing again, like that.
And I will say October 11th, Sigs is coming into Autzen. Just know,
he's getting
our offense may not all be that, but our defense is that.
Oh yeah. Now, the one thing I will say for that matchup, Oregon struggles to defend the run. They're not that good against the run right now. That is a very interesting matchup. Oregon's still going to run away with that, but
I mean, granted, like we're bad against the run, but that's why I liked how the like the last 4 years, how we get blessed by the schedule makers every year to have like 3 ramp up games.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like our first true test is going to be Penn State. We're not
Mhm.
gonna we're not gonna beat Penn State, but that game
You
is
might.
definitely
Stop it.
no. It's gonna be
Stop.
close. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be.
I
It's
agree.
gonna
I
be-
agree. It's gonna be close. Yeah.
Yep.
But that game
I think it's
itself,
whoever has the ball last wins kind of game.
Yeah.
I feel like that game is what's gonna set the tone for the rest of the year. Because you can say that Northwestern was a test, wasn't a test, like because it's just like way they are on defense.
Mm-hmm.
In their offense, it's not a true test to our defense. We
Mm-mm.
like College Game Day had said, we've been untested all year.
Yep.
Until we play out Penn State, and all the film we get from that Penn State game will definitely help down the road because the top teams that run Big Ten for the last like so many years has been Michigan. I would say Penn State, but they've been the
They've
top
been in the
dogs
mix.
in Penn State. They've been the top
third
dogs in
team
Big Ten.
forever.
Yeah.
They've been at the top, but it's like they haven't won. They haven't won the big game because head coaches are
Well, I was
stupid.
gonna say it's tough for Penn State to win the Big Ten when for so long it was divisions and you shared divisions with the first and second best team in the conference.
They need to get a shot. Right.
But I feel like that game itself. That's why I'm not worried about Indiana because if we play against Penn State, and we play Indiana October 11th. After Penn State, watch out because if Dan Lane does what I think he's gonna do, that Penn State game is gonna answer so many questions on where they're at and what they need to fix.
Mm-hmm.
And if you get Dan Lanning, any chance that I've seen, except for Ohio State, 'cause we can never seem to fucking adjust to that one.
Hey, you beat them last year.
You did. Yeah.
Reigning
Reigning Big Ten champs.
When
All
it
right.
mattered. That's why I wanted us to beat them. I don't care about the regular season. We could
I love this comment.
just in Oregon 28 over Oregon State.
Yes. Yes. Game is already over. They've already called it. Look, really quickly, let's get into this. The games are about to start, so we want to get into it. I have one more quick little upset pick that I know is going to lead us into this next topic.
I have one as well.
Yeah, okay, good. All right, good. My last upset pick is unranked Michigan State upsets number 25 USC. And I think that's going to be a huge one. Doesn't start till super late, so I might have to get a nap and wake up and watch that. Alex, what's your last one?
So, kind of in that same path, an unranked team taking out a ranked team. I have unranked Tulane taking down number 13 Ole Miss.
Ooh.
Same kind of spread, 12.5-point underdog. I like what Retzlaff and them are doing at Tulane. So I like them to keep it close and then steal it right at the end.
Ooh, I like that. Hey, Alec, you got anything else for upsets?
Nope.
All right, cool.
Actually,
All right.
I do have money on because crazy enough, before Alex called one of the upsets, I actually had money on it previously.
Which one?
Memphis plus 7.5.
Oh yeah,
Well,
one with
Ben called that one, yeah.
Ben called it, yeah. All right, so look, we have one more quick segment. The games are about to start right now, but I wanted to hit this one quick segment, and I'll kind of go rapid fire, and I'll give it one to each of you. And I'll start here with Alex. The segment is called Contenders or Pretenders, and I'll throw you a team, and you let me know quickly, what do you think? Are they a contender or are they a pretender? And I'm going to come to you, Alex. Texas Tech.
Oh, this is a good one because I think a lot of that hinges on this game today. They're really solid up front, 2 great edge rushers. The quarterback balls out, doesn't really make mistakes. They got weapons all over the place. I'm going to go ahead and say they get the win today and are a contender.
Ooh, I like that. All right, Alec, I'm going to go to you and a team that you are very familiar with. Might even hate a little bit. They are playing a team that I just talked about in Michigan State today. USC Are they a contender or a pretender this year?
They are a pretender.
Ooh, okay.
Definitely a pretender.
I can dig
Not,
it.
I have not seen anything from them that makes me think that they're a contender. And way there's like, I could definitely see them losing today
Hmm.
because I think that game's at home, right? In USC.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Spartans
because it's a
traveled to
late
them.
game. Yeah, it's a late game.
Yeah, I definitely see USC losing tonight.
Ooh,
Oh,
at
yeah.
home. I like that. Okay, okay. Look, staying out on the West Coast, Alex, I'm going to come to you. This team, we can't say the quarterback's name. He's a true freshman, though, but he's been shocking a lot of people. They're undefeated. Cal, are they contenders or pretenders?
They are pretenders for another year or two.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to take another year or two to build around JKS if they can keep him there. But I've loved what I've seen from him. I mean, I've been raving about Bryce Underwood, but this is another 18-year-old that's been balling out with all the lights on him. So pretenders, but not far from being contenders.
Okay, okay. I like that. I like that. Alec, coming back to you in a game that you talked about earlier today as one of your upset picks. Contender or pretender? Auburn.
Jeez. Oh, you had to give me a second on that one.
Oh yeah.
That
Oh yeah.
one, that one, Auburn. Oh, let me see. 'Cause I definitely was looking at their schedule earlier.
Mm.
Pretender.
I mean, whoo!
Mm. Yeah.
Oh, definitely. I definitely see pretender because you
And
got
I think they lose to a real
not
contender
one,
today.
not
I'll say
two,
that.
but 3 tests coming up.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
gotta go in Texas A&M today or next week. Wait, no, today. Today. No, it's next
No,
week.
they're
Next week.
Oklahoma. Yeah.
It's Texas A&M next week. Actually, they got 4 true tests then. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know why I don't know why the schedule has it like this, but they gotta go in Texas A&M next week. Then they gotta play against Georgia. Granted, it's not in Georgia. They gotta play against Missouri, who's probably gonna have a chip in their shoulder by that time.
Mm-hmm.
And then, oh my, yeah, they're definitely. That's like a gauntlet at that point. That's a gauntlet.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I say pretender, but if they somehow pull all 4 of those games off,
Give them the
they.
1 seed at that point.
Right. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'll tip the cap to that one.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I can see it. I say the pretender. All right, two more. All right, Alex, I will come to you. I'm coming to you in the Big Ten, your own Big Ten. And I'm going to talk about a team. Shout out to our buddy Nathan Snell. We saw these guys a couple weeks ago against NIU. The Maryland Terrapins. Are they contenders or pretenders?
They're another team I like a lot, but they're kind of in the same situation as Cal, where a phenomenal young quarterback, so much fun to watch him, but you just need some pieces around him. So pretender for this year, but not that far away from being a contender if they can continue to build these recruiting classes like they have, getting a couple top recruits every year, get some solid guys underneath those recruits. This could be a contender very quick.
Ooh, I like that. I like that. And one more, and I think we're going to get a kick out of this one. You are very familiar with this team. In fact, your coach had an epic rant about them when they tried to step on the O. They are without Travis Hunter and Shador Sanders. Colorado, Alec, are they contenders or pretenders?
You would. I would get this team out of all of them. Oh my gosh!
They're going back to Caden Salter today.
I just don't see it with Colorado. I'm not sure what they have going on over there.
Not much.
It's like I could have sworn before the season they was all over Julian saying like, oh, he's got the keys to the team. Then the senior quarterback takes over, and then they go from the senior quarterback to the sophomore quarterback. I just don't know what's going on in that team. At this point,
Yeah, it was confusing.
Lord take the wheel. That's with that team. That team
Yep.
is just.
Yep.
I don't, and they're definitely gonna have a shootout today with Wyoming.
That's my upset pick.
I don't know. I definitely see pretenders. They
Yeah.
got to address the quarterback situation before they even say they're contenders. They got to have
Yeah,
like
I think the quarterback position's fine. They got to figure out around the quarterback.
Mm.
They lost
I
3 receivers.
mean, I get
from
that,
last
but
year.
it's
Their
like
top 3 receivers.
it's like they had to have a solidified starter. Like, don't like say we're going this one, then change their mind, go that one. It's like
Mhm.
how are quarterbacks going to learn if you're just going to change the quarterback over because they're not going the way you want it to be?
Right.
Like it's called growing pains for a reason.
Now,
Yeah.
to be fair with Salter, a guy like that, you shouldn't really have to go through growing pains. So, to me, if you lost the confidence in him, go to Julian Lewis and let him get those growing pains.
Well, it's not Julian.
Right.
I said Julian Say. Why did I say that? Julian Lewis. My bad.
Yeah. But yeah. Let him. I agree to the point where it's let somebody get in there and do it. If Salter's your guy, he's obviously the veteran. Let him come in there and do it. I get you wanting to see some of these other 2 guys, but at the expense of losing that game in the way that you did against Houston a week ago, and Houston might be a little bit better than we had previously thought, but you got to stick with somebody. Just for, if anything, the continuity of the team. Who is the guy that we're going to? Who is our lead guy? So a lot of times you hear, the saying, if you have 2 quarterbacks, you don't have any, and they have 3 that they're trying to go to. So yeah, let's go to Salter. So yeah, that was contenders or pretenders. I like that. As we go down in the season, I think there's going to be, we can get more definite answers. I tried to leave any of the major teams on there. There was a part of me that wanted to hint at Oregon, contender or pretender, just to get Alex response, but I'm not going to do that.
I thought when you said one more for him and a team we've talked about a lot, I thought you were going to Oregon.
Yeah.
I thought.
I'm not even going to dignify that. Let him dignify that with a response. They are contenders, and they're going to dog walk Oregon State today, and I'm excited to see it. So, but look, we wanted to do something really quick here today just to kind of, talk to you about these games that are coming on. Stay tuned for all the good stuff. Obviously, all 3 of our teams play. We play Central Florida, UCF, not USF, or you. I was mixing those names up on Thursday. My guy plays Nebraska at Nebraska, correct?
Yeah, we're on the road. That's 3:30 Eastern kickoff.
Yep, with no Sharon Moore. This is the last game of his suspension, so we'll see how that plays in. And my guy down here at a rivalry matchup at home, Oregon versus Oregon State, should be pretty big. What other game? Washington plays Washington State today, right?
Yeah, the Apple Cup is today.
Yeah, the Apple Cup. Any thoughts on that? I mean, Washington's undefeated at the moment.
I like Washington to win that game pretty comfortably. Washington State's just trying to recover from too much that they lost last year. Mateer, Arbuckle, the OC. I like Washington to control that game.
Okay. What do you think, Alec?
Sorry, I was looking at this Clemson game for a second. Oh my gosh, that was crazy.
Did Syracuse score already?
No, but Arkansas scored already.
Ooh, okay.
But Clemson, Syracuse is down the field already. But with the Apple Cup game, I mean, I agree with Alex in that situation. I don't like Washington State has a lot of questions going on to that team. I definitely see this comfortable lead for Washington, but all I gotta say is better peep those jerseys today, because Phil Knight did not miss.
Oh, they're wearing the new uniforms today. Yeah,
Phil Knight did not
awesome.
miss.
Okay, I gotta check that out then. Okay,
yeah,
I can't wait.
Those ones. That might be my favorite Oregon helmet, the one they're wearing today too.
Actually, I think you could pull it up on here. It's
Can you pull it up if you can?
Well, I mean, I don't have a laptop, but it's called
Let
the
me
Shoe Duck. It's the Shoe Duck uniform. It's a Phil Knight inspired jersey off his book he came out with or documentary he came out with.
See if I can.
Shoe Duck, is it?
Heck yeah, the
There you
Shoe
go.
Duck uniform.
Yeah, and the white helmet with the almost like silver wings on the side, the silverish black wings. Yeah, it is sharp.
Oh yeah, I like that. We all know who runs the country in uniforms. It's Oregon by far.
Yeah.
The number of combinations that you guys bring up with, and the number of the colors, the whole nine. Like, there's nobody better in that regard. You guys have that on lock.
I mean, I will
Mhm.
say, like this, I think they changed how we do it now. Like besides this uniform, they're sticking with the same uniforms now. Like we're keeping the green one, and the green classic uniform and the white one, and then
Mhm.
this one's like for bigger games. But I
Mhm.
think that's about it. I don't think they really have any more jerseys this year besides that one. I think they're only
Yeah.
doing one special jersey a year now.
Oh,
I
wow.
think so.
Okay.
Well, I'm not
Okay.
sure they're
Now that might change for like bowl games, stuff like that, but playoffs.
yeah, they
Right.
need to bring back the breast cancer awareness jersey. The black and pink
That would be
ones.
dope. Yeah. I
That's
like
one I
those.
definitely liked.
I like
Or the
those.
one we had against Michigan State.
Yeah, yeah,
one
I
was
like
nice.
Was it? Yeah.
It was like a white. It was white, all white, and it had like on the side it had like the duck logo, but it was like a fighting duck logo.
that. Mhm.
Oh, okay. Okay. I can
That's
dig it.
one I definitely like. But I haven't seen anyone from since that game.
Yeah. All right, bet. I like that. I like that. Well, look, ladies and gentlemen, we got to head out of here. Like my guy said, the games are on now, so definitely tune into that. This has been Let's Talk College Football for my guy over here. Still hasn't lost to Ohio State. Alex Loosemore, and you see this man down here, the man that's finally coming around that his team might be one of the best teams in the country. Alex Schomburg, and this guy right here, just hoping that Jordan doesn't interfere too much in today's game. We are out of here. We will see y'all next time. Have a good weekend. Watch some football today. Watch some football tomorrow, Monday. Just watch football, baby. That's what we do. All right, we'll talk to you soon. Peace.